Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi signed a statement that appeared on websites that said Christians in Syria must pay jizya or face the sword. Christians with good earnings were asked to pay about $664 twice a year, although middle-class Christians were only expected to pay half of that, and poor Christians about $166. Back to Shudari, he blamed British foreign policy for the attacks that have happened in Britain. He also receives a lot.
Ada artikel. Oh, nanti. Dibilang ni. Dibilang ni. Anak kan dibilang ni. Dibilang. I was live. I don't know. Ay, kung tulong na yun, hindi.
On criticism from the Muslim community, but for him, they're not living true to their faith. Shadari has defended ISIS's brutal punishments such as crucifixion and beheadings because that is righteous law, he says. The whole point, he once said, is to terrorize and horrify the enemy. When ISIS burns people in cages, he said it is symbolic reciprocation for people who died in their houses from airstrikes. When describing the fight in the Holy War, he explained, there's something called the divine victory and the worldly victory. The worldly victory is to see the conquest of the land and the implementation of Sharia. The divine victory is to obtain paradise. If someone dies on the battlefield, that is what he wants. Nonetheless, he said when he supports the actions of ISIS abroad, he is law-abiding in the UK. He explained, if I'm living here among the people, I can't attack them, although there may be some people who will respond to those commands. Unsurprisingly, he's one of the most hated men in Britain and has also been accused of being the single biggest gateway to terrorism in recent British history. Abu Muhammad al-Adnani, who was the leader of ISIS in Syria until he was killed by an airstrike in 2016, either Russian or American, was much more outspoken in his approach to brutality and how it should.
Vieze spelletjes. Ook al zien.
To be meted out. He once said in a video, kill the disbeliever whether he's civilian or military. Both of them are considered to be waging war. A civilian by belonging to a state waging war against the Muslims. He once told his followers, if you're not able to find an IED or a bullet, then single out the disbelieving American, Frenchman, or any of their allies. Smash his head with a rock, or slaughter him with a knife, or run him over with your car, or throw him down from a high place, or choke him, or poison him. Do not lack, do not be contemptible. He added that you might also burn his home, car, or business, or if that's not possible, destroy his crops. He then said, if you're unable to do so, then spit in his face. As we've shown you today, al-Adnani's wishes have come true many times over in the last decade or so, but ISIS attacks have been rarer as of late. Thankfully, we haven't heard much from ISIS for a while, but as we told you, ISIS has not gone anywhere, and there are still many people who want to take the fight to the road. Just before we started making the show around...
Desktop. Hallo Cloud Desktop. Dan komen we weer de bom maken. Hitte, explosieven, alles. Wel rustig hè. Nou, hier hebben we niet. What? Oh.
We haven't heard much from ISIS for a while, but as we told you, ISIS...
Yeah. Info. Cloud. Yes, good. Yes. Yes. Yes.
ISIS has not gone anywhere, and there are still many people who want to take the fight to the road. Just before we started making the show, Iraq's chief counter-terror officer, General Abdul Wahab al-Zadi, warned that ISIS was planning a large-scale attack on one of the